Good, happy Wednesday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First step, Granite Staters deal with heavy snow as 3rd March nor'easter moves through. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Physical therapy at Memorial Hospital. We provide the community with an option for improving their function and getting themselves back into the game.
Back to their passion, back to their sports and activities and the life that they love to lead here in the mountains.
We have many techniques here at Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy. We do manual therapy. We will work with therapeutic exercises, teach you different stretching, strengthening techniques, and we want to work with you to get you back to that active lifestyle that you enjoy.
Snow continues to fall along the seacoast where a foot of snow fell, and the winds have been a concern all day long. WMUR's Kristen Carosa is live in Hampton tonight with more on the conditions out there. Kristen, what can you tell us?
Tom, we're here along Hampton Beach where the cleanup continues, and as you can see, the road here along Hampton Beach is pretty clear at this hour. There were some minor power outages and some spinouts here in Hampton today, but compared to other storms, officials say this was an easy day. Philip James is just one of many plow drivers working to clear roads and driveways in Hampton.
We're running around the beach here. We do a lot of private contracts. We got 2 trucks running, and that's how we make our money.
And there was no shortage of work to be done, several inches falling throughout the day.
Hampton Public Works, New Hampshire DOT, as always, doing a fantastic job keeping the roads clear, particularly this being town meeting day. That was really, really important to us to have that done. And again, they've been on top of it all day.
For the town's police chief, the concern today was the wind, which affects visibility. Thankfully, this time around, there was no flooding.
We have normal tide cycles. We do not have any type of surge or wind-driven water. So everything is good in that area.
Most people stayed home and off the roads, but we did spot a few people along Hampton Beach who braved the conditions, some for a very special cause.
He would help anybody, anytime, anytime.
These 2 women came to say goodbye to Dave Cady, who lost his battle with cancer this week. They say he was a tow truck driver in Hampton who would have been out helping people during a storm like this.
He would send me pictures all the time of everybody that he would get out of the snowbanks and ditches and everything like that. So
he was highly respected among the state police and the local police he was just so skilled, so great.
We want to thank Shirley and Kathy for sharing that story. Certainly not easy to do. In regards to the rest of this storm, snow will continue to fall here in Hampton throughout the night. The chief is asking people to stay off the roads so plows can continue to clean up. Live in Hampton, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Now let's take a look as what the roads look like as well.
More things out there right now.
Well, the snow is coming down pretty good for us here, but it has let up for some, giving plow drivers a chance to try to catch up. Now take a look. There's really nobody out here. There haven't been too many people out and about, but there have been plenty of problems. Snow-covered highways and side roads as plows worked hard throughout the day to keep them safe. Many venturing out
because we're going stir crazy,
making every effort to get to their destination.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, I have a Forester, but it took us 7 tries to get out of our driveway.
Andy Reed-Lanane of Londonderry got a flat tire, but made it to the Red Arrow Diner to wait it out for AAA, where plenty of other drivers were taking a break.
Saw quite a few people fishtail and skid, but no crashes.
Road's been not awful when you drive a truck. but you know, a lot of cars on the side of the road.
Two different vehicles slid off the highway in the same spot just minutes apart. A van flipped on its side, and a Jeep had trouble on 93 North just before exit 4. Those who plow and shovel urge drivers to slow down and give them room to work.
Never enough space. People aren't very courteous when it comes to stuff like that.
We chased down Nancy Siegel in downtown Derry, who had no trouble sharing the road with drivers.
I feel they're pretty respectful, and everybody throwing their window down and cheering, actually.
You're bringing a little sunshine to everybody.
I don't think they've seen maybe a cross-country skier in a while on Main Street, maybe.
I had certainly never seen that on Main Street, so that's why we had to run after Nancy. She certainly was getting around the easiest tonight. Now, officials do say that the roads are going to continue to be slick and slippery, so drivers should continue to take it slow. We're live at Hooks at tonight. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Third nor'easter fuels roads moods as millions face cleanup. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
.6 inches. All right, if you don't do math at home, that's 2 feet and then some. And here is some of that then some, all stacked up because they have to clear it from this parking lot and then throughout the town of Billerica. This man is doing a good job here with his front end loader. He's been at it for quite a while, trying to push some of that snow out of the way so that people can get here to these businesses. Jobs are going to be back open. People want to do their shopping, all that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at some pictures we have from a little while ago. It's going to be hard to clear this town because there is snow everywhere. And by the way, the snow was still falling when these pictures were shot just about an hour ago. It has stopped since then, and the cold is out. But yes, cars buried in snow. What else are we talking about? The plows need to get around and do their job. They're obviously widening those roads so that people can get by them. It is a Herculean effort out here when you have 25 inches of snow, and of course there's not so many places to put it. We've had a few other storms, and the challenge does remain. By the way, as far as temps go, we just heard Cindy talking about it. A little bite to the fingertips. So when you're out here playing in the snow this morning, kids, because I know you don't have school gloves, hat, a gator, whatever it takes to try to stay warm. We're live in Billerica. Josh Brigadier, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. It's a blizzard. Third March nor'easter slams Maine. A blizzard warning was in effect for the southern Maine coast and mid-coast as a nor'easter brings heavy snow to Maine. Winter storm warnings were in effect for all southern and central Maine except immediate coast through this morning. The Portland Jetport experienced blizzard conditions for several hours throughout the day. 3 hours of visibility under a quarter mile and wind gusts over 35 miles per hour are required for a storm to be a blizzard. Speeds were reduced on the Maine Turnpike. The snow will persist throughout the Wednesday morning commute. Snow showers linger throughout the day. A general snow amount fell between 12 to 18 inches. Heavy snow bands resulted in locally higher amounts. Parts of interior York County saw 2 feet of snow. Blowing and drifting snow are more of an issue due to the wind gust. U.S. stock set for a positive open as political concerns rumble on. U.S. stock index featured positive gains ahead of Wednesday's open as investors tried to shake off dramatic political concerns. Bellwether, Pennsylvania, special election too close to call. A closely watched and extremely expensive special congressional election in Pennsylvania's 18th congressional district remained too close to call late Tuesday. Such a tight margin will likely be seen as a major victory for the Democrat Connor Lamb as President Donald Trump won the area in southwest Pennsylvania by nearly 20 points during the 2016 election cycle, and in the last two cycles, the Republican incumbent ran unopposed. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. Goodbye, everyone.